Oh. And I'm not gonna clap because this is the Todd Torres Bicep Less episode version. Chances are right now, you've just finished watching what happened and you're like, what's happened? A week has gone by. I chose to not lift at all because this elbow was not getting better after 2 years. This glute, I think I injured it when I reincorporated deadlifts a little bit. And this left quadricep was starting to go from carrying too much load because this glute was down. So I had 4 limbs down at this point. Really couldn't justify continuing. So I decided to take that as a deload week, which I was 3 weeks late on my deload week. Had I taken the deload on time, I wouldn't have injured this and I probably wouldn't have injured that. That's usually how I know I needed a deload, is I either catch a cold in the winter or I tear something in the winter or the summer. That means I should have deloaded the week prior. So the diagnosis I have is that it's a mid-belly, proximal, pretty much close to the originating tendon, long head bicep, grade 1 tear. Basically, in short terms, long head, grade 1 tear in the belly, close to the originating tendon. I didn't see, there's no retraction. There's almost like a divot where it's part of it pulled away and rolled up, but part of it's still there. So it's almost like I've still got I probably will have a fair amount of the strength left, but it just looks a lot better. There was virtually no blood. When I did this before, there was like a darker spot here. Before this week off, there was clear separation in the biceps. When I stretched them out, you can see multiple heads on 2 heads, you can see striations and stuff. Now I don't know what you can see. I mean, I didn't get an MRI because it's not surgical. You know, if it ain't torn off, there's nothing to reattach. And it's a cosmetic sport. So if it looks better, like what's the problem? It doesn't matter how strong I am, it's about how good it looks. It's a show muscle. The biceps literally only for posing. It has no application in life really. Like supination is done by the supinator, flexion is done by the brachialis and the brachioradialis. You don't even need the biceps. That doesn't mean I endorse losing biceps. I'm just saying it is a show muscle. Fenris Fury, best pre-workout in the world. You should buy it right now. Do you want a bigger pump? Of course you can do. This is what you buy. Best pre-workout for pump in the world. If you need stims, get the Berserker Frenzy to go with it. This is stim free. Together they make the full stim product. That night, I did an entire bottle of TB500. I did the normal 1 KPV, 1 BPC, 1 TB500, 5 GHKCU that I do every day. My post-surgical protocol, I do every day. I'm gonna say that again, I do my post-surgery protocol every single day. Anyway, so all I had to do was just add in 5 extra TB500 and I'm on basically the post-surgery protocol anyway. So there's nothing more to do. I rested. I stopped force feeding myself to get up to 4,500 pounds, which is causing inflammation, because I would get to about 4,000 clean calories. Then I would just do junk food to get over the top. I cut back to eating whatever I wanted for the week. I ended up losing 5 pounds. So I woke up this morning 5 pounds lighter than I was last week. I went from 218 down to 213. I doubt I lost any muscle mass. I look leaner. I felt better. I got great sleep, plenty of energy, great mood. Came in today. Isaac and me, as you can see right now, tested out the biceps. So this is my first time touching weights in a week. That does not hurt. This is the good arm, does not hurt. All right. Next, we're gonna test tens. That does not hurt. That does not hurt. All right, cool. It's so funny because Rogue's so full of themselves. The word rogue is bigger than the numbers. So my blind ass cannot see what numbers they are. That does not feel good. That feels okay. That feels fine. That feels fine. That feels better than it did a minute ago. I feel a lot of the brachioradialis kicking in. A lot of, I think, brachialis. Very little bicep. If I was to do biceps today, I would be doing very lightweight because I would normally do that with 40 pounds if I did this exercise first. I got to 15 pounds and it was a little too heavy. It started to feel weird. 10 felt bilaterally equal. 15 felt uncomfortable a little bit on the left side. That doesn't mean I can't tough it out, bro. It just means that I'm not gonna grow any fucking muscle. And if the left side already looked better than the right side, then I injured the left side, it looks even better than the right side. So I'm not gonna break or injure the left side more, preventing me from fixing my left lat just to get a left bicep that's already hyper dominant over the right. So I just wanted to test out to see what kind of load can the arm use safely when doing the other body parts. Then you see right here, I'm testing out a 25-pound plate and a 45-pound plate. And now that I can safely use 45 plates, I can do some back workout tomorrow. I can do legs this weekend. So what's really gonna be effective? I'm not gonna be training biceps as much. I'm probably not gonna be doing rows the same, but upper back wasn't a weakness and left bicep wasn't a problem. I'm gonna still train the right bicep as hard. I'm still gonna do my lat exercises with the straddle because that doesn't really involve the biceps much. We're gonna test that tomorrow at Planet Fitness. But the point is, I'm really optimistic that from here down, the bicep injury is not gonna injure my leg training. That I just tested out triceps, delts, chest, and with the exception of obviously I'm not gonna do dumbbell presses anytime soon because that's how I injured it. The pec deck aggravated the fuck out of the bicep, but everything else was fine. So I'm just gonna do everything else, not do the pec deck, not do bicep specific stuff, not the dumbbell presses. If it hurts, I'm not gonna do it. If it doesn't hurt, I'm gonna do it. So even the 15 pounds, that didn't feel good, so I'm not gonna do it yet. What I did do is I did one set on the panada bicep. I did 77 pounds for 20 reps on the right side, comfortable failure, one set, and I did 22 pounds, the minimum weight. It wasn't 22 pounds, let's keep it real. It was more like 11 pounds or 10 pounds on this side, and I did about 15 reps and had a pump. It wasn't an uncomfortable pump, it just felt like it was doing a lot of work compared to this side. That's it, I did one set of biceps, just so I could see them tomorrow and the next day. Is this side sorer than this side from doing one set? And that's how I'm gonna evaluate and that's how I'm gonna progress. That there is this physical therapist right here inside the gym, Suva, I think is how you pronounce it. If I'm incapable of treating this myself within 3 weeks and it's not getting better, it's getting in the way of other body parts, I will get help. But I think I've got this. I've torn muscles a million times. I've just never torn an upper body muscle before. It's always been lower body. And those of you who've seen my progress pics, not my stage shots, you know my lower body is much more dominant than my upper body. So just having tears and learning how to tearing around them, I've never really handed my lower body over to a coach. I've always handled my own lower body training because I was always too worried about getting hurt. And I knew that I ran a defensive game on lower body. Now I'm gonna probably start doing a very defensive game on biceps for the rest of my life. And that means maybe my biceps will grow like motherfuckers because that's what happened with my legs. Not that other people haven't had influence on me and input, but I always did really my own leg programming. I'm really confident and optimistic that this is gonna go really well. The thing that people aren't expecting is that it's that simple. You just get off the ground, you dust yourself off, and you climb the pyramid again from ground one, like you're a 10-year-old kid. You just relearn how to lift with that arm like you've never lifted before. That's all you gotta do.